So yeah. Anyway, continuing onwards.
Right, do the intro,
Welcome
Lester.
to the first episode of the eCast. First one didn't count. Trust me. First one did not count.
Wait, what about the one that is
You
on
did?
my computer still?
That,
Yeah.
we're
That's
not.
the one that doesn't count.
We're discarding that one.
Oh, but I had a good joke in that one.
No.
Can I keep that joke,
No.
please?
Who wants to
You can
introduce
keep it to yourself.
themselves?
Anyway, I am LuckyStarLord. Pleased to meet you all. These are my merry band of misfits.
My name is Mega Man online. Depends on where you're at, depending on what variation of Mega Man I am. Mega Man ZX4 is the common one. I suck.
Are we just gonna call you Mega Man in the podcast?
Yeah, you call
or-
me John. Yeah, my real name is
Okay.
John. So I
Yeah.
had that in my brain, but I didn't say it.
Yeah. Okay, who are you, SuperDragun?
I'm SuperDragun. They call me Drayven here.
It's not dragon.
They call me
it's
Drayven. That's not
dragoon.
my real name.
His real name is Boy.
I was gonna say
Okay.
Eduardo.
And I'm Gravelord Nico, also known as Nick.
Or Gravelord Tito.
Yeah.
Or
Gravel
Gravel
Rod
Rod Tito. Gravel Rod
You'll
Tito,
pick up.
yeah.
You'll pick up all the names
Is that
you
your
guys
wrestler
haven't
name?
already picked up
That's my wrestler name.
later in the podcast.
First topic.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah. Sit down.
I got a topic for everyone.
I know what it is.
What? Yeah, Draven pressured
You
me to
totally
ask
didn't
it.
spoil it. I didn't.
Favorite Yo Noid 2 song.
The one that I know.
What the fuck?
Please pick a topic that more than two of us
Okay, my
understand.
favorite is either the first level, Swing Factory, one or two, or Pizza Net. All three of the songs
Oh,
are
Pizza
actually
Net
in
is
it.
the one I like. That's it.
Yeah, Draven likes Pizza Net.
I love Pizza Net. It's my favorite internet.
Anyways.
All right. Okay, I got a topic,
topic.
guys. The new Halloween event that's happening in Overwatch in like a couple of days. Who wants to talk about that shit?
All right, I'm muting. Bye.
All I know is that May's getting Cienko like costume, and that's all I care
Yeah,
about.
it's fucking dope. And my
It looks,
laser
every single
lesbian
model looks disgusting.
and my laser lesbian is getting another fucking skin. It looks like she's a dragon lady.
I'm
excited for the Street Fighter Halloween event that's happening.
Oh yeah, arcade
It's a lot
version. The arcade
No,
version.
I'm talking about the
That's
Halloween
not
event.
Halloween. That's just
Yeah.
that's a different thing.
Yeah,
They
no, I
have
know it's not
Gil.
Halloween, but like
Gil is
that's
in
what
the
I'm
game
looking
now.
forward to.
You know, I got
same.
the Gil costume, Draven, right?
Huh?
You know, I'm looking forward to that too. I'm joking around with the Street Fighter 5 Halloween thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just a fucking like an old mini event.
Yeah.
I know, but I have the
got
Gil
the Gil?
costume. I got the Gil. I got Chun-Li undercover, and I got
Undercover?
the jacket one.
Oh right, the good one.
Yeah,
That's
and I
What
got
was our topic gonna be
and
for
I-
this
and I-
podcast?
and I got the
Whatever the
I
fuck we
feel
can think
like
of.
at this point, yeah, it's whatever the fuck everyone wants to fucking make it to be.
But I have no idea what we're talking about in any
Street
of these
Fighter.
topics, so Yeah, but
at first I was
I
just
don't know any of the details.
at first I was
Costumes.
just talking about the fact that there's going to be a Halloween event in 3 days for Overwatch, where there's a
Disgusting.
bunch of new cosmetics. A lot of characters getting new costumes, like May, she's getting a sick ass costume. Symmetra, she's getting a dragon skin lady looking costume. Reaper's getting a second one. McCree, I think.
Wow, I really came to our personality-centered podcast
Yeah,
to hear about
exactly,
video
yeah.
game news.
yeah. I'm
Well-
excited for the fact that it's going to be limited time. People are pressure to buy it by spending money.
I'm
I'm
really
not-
excited for this limited time people have on this earth that they're listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
Like, what's it? Granted, you know, I'm not going to really spend any money on this event. Since what was it? Summer Games, I've sworn to not spend any more money on Overwatch events
I'm proud of you.
because I hear people
It's a money
spending,
grab.
I hear people spending $70 on events. I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys, you guys shouldn't do that.
Keep in mind, Lester also bought the $60 version on the console because he didn't have a PC that could run it.
He
So
also bought the $100 version of Injustice 2,
Yeah, exactly,
and then
yeah.
complained when one of the characters that came with the
that he
season
bought-
pass
that he already
wasn't so
bought,
what he
yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
I don't feel fucking dumb or regretful of that fucking course
No,
of
I'm not
action.
calling you dumb for buying Overwatch. I mean, you bought Overwatch. It's stupid.
I am calling you dumb for paying for the season pass.
No.
No,
Overwatch
I'm talking about the
spent-
part where I complained. I'm not in any way remorseful
No, because
about
What I was
that.
trying to say though is that to the audience, they know that you bought you paid the game. You already paid for $60 of the game. Half of the $20 of the content you won't even use because it's on the PC that you get stuff for, right? Isn't it like all like Origin? Like, isn't it all like Battle.net stuff? For the six, don't you buy Overwatch
there's no
$60?
exclusive. There's no exclusive PC content.
No.
No, the Origin. The Origin editions. It gives you specific content.
Yeah, for PC only stuff, so you're never gonna use it.
Is it PC only stuff?
I'm pretty sure isn't like World of Warcraft and like MOBA and like the MOBA game.
Oh yeah,
they do give you stuff for other games.
They do have some of that, but I don't fucking care.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you paid $60 for that, and also now you're paying for the. I'm
I
not complaining.
I paid $60 for the game, and I guess the costumes that came with the game. I'm not counting those things as things. I'm letting the
audience know that that you have already paid for $60 of the game without because the typical price is $40, but since you bought it on console, it's $60. You know what I mean?
Oh, is it really only $40 on PC?
Yes, it's kind of stupid. I agree.
It's interesting.
No, it's because the console version is forced to be $60 because that's what most games are. Because Activision is pressuring them to be worse of a company than they already are. So.
Well, I don't. Okay, they're charging $60 because the physical game it kind of costs more.
But no, you can't get the online. You can't get the $40 on like the online either. You can't get it on like the PS Store.
I know.
Yeah.
But they're just the only reason it's $60 on digital version on console is so that you have any reason at all to buy the physical version.
Yeah.
So, anyway, if I paid $20 too much for this fucking game, who gives a shit? Because I didn't have a fucking system to run anyway.
I mean, you could say that as long as you want. I'm just saying.
You could also say that you're willing to pay more for it because you actually enjoyed the game and you got many hours out of it.
Yeah. Like I don't think people should pay for that game because I don't like the game myself. No. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna pay. No, I'm never gonna pay for that type of stuff for the game because I don't like the game myself. I'm not gonna pay for extra stuff for the game. But people have the right to. I'm just saying that thing. But I think the fact that it's in there to begin with is kind of stupid. You know what I mean?
Like that. Like there's the option.
It's not getting into an argument at this though. I'm talking about limited time costumes.
Well, no, yeah, but the reason I'm asking what topic we're gonna do is because I thought we had topics that we actually had ideas.
Yeah,
exactly.
I did have a cohesive list.
Here,
it's just that we're going off script a bit.
Also, can we try not to talk over each other?
Yeah,
it's very unprofessional.
Ooh, where's the list at?
I have it in the head noggin.
No, wasn't it in?
We need to
I listed it somewhere, yes, but
I found it. Okay, so the first one is Marvel Capcom Infinite. I don't know if we should talk about that right away though. It's a really good game.
It's really relevant,
right?
It's relevant.
But that's what's not.
I don't care about Marvel's Capcom Infinite because it doesn't have X-Men characters.
It has Black Panther, Nick.
Lester hasn't played.
That's not an X-Men character.
It's a fucking black man character.
Yeah, the first black man character in Marvel Capcom Infinite because
Thanos doesn't have Saki.
Excuse me, Thanos is the only black character technically, just because of voice acting, but that's it.
But no, he's not black because.
Wait, is Black Panther not voiced by a black guy?
No, he is. No. I'm saying that right now in the game, there's only one black character technically by Thanos.
Okay.
Which is kind of stupid. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, you should outwardly put black characters in, but they have so many black characters in Marvel that they could have put in there.
Well, I'm gonna say they should put some black characters in there.
They also could have put in Saki.
Like Luke Cage.
How did they not have Storm?
Yeah, exactly. Storm.
Oh yeah, because she's an X-Men character.
Yeah.
But
how important is Storm anyway that you guys think that they should have had?
She's been in every Marvel Capcom game besides.
She's one of the most popular X-Men characters.
Yeah, she is, and she's been in almost every Marvel Capcom game besides one, I think. She wasn't in one, was she?
That's odd because
I don't think she was in Children of the Atom.
Wolverine's
been in every single one except for Infinite.
No, I'm saying Marvel Capcom though. I'm not saying.
The Capcom Marvel games count.
That's odd because Storm is probably one of my least favorite X-Men characters.
Yeah, I don't care for her.
Only because you only watch the movies.
Well, yeah.
Her
personality is stale in almost everything she's in. To a degree, there's a lot of good stuff that she's in that's good for her personality-wise. But typically, she's just a stoic, boring-ish character. But that's kind of the appeal to her, I guess you would say.
No, I don't think that's an appeal to.
I mean, just like Mega Man.
Mega Man's not stoic. Mega Man
doesn't really have much of a personality.
In the comics and everywhere else, besides the games, he does.
And in
The
Marvel
games aren't
vs.
so good.
Capcom Infinite, he has quite the personality.
He's barely in the game.
The
I
fuck
was
you
about to
mean?
say, I can't
Mega
remember
Man's not in the
anything he
game.
ever says.
Yeah, everything he says is like never like personality.
Guys, technically Mega Man's not in the game. X is.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're fucking right.
Yeah, X
Yeah,
had a personality.
A
to
real
begin with
X-Men was in the game, guys. You guys fucking forgot.
I said that a long time ago. You stole that joke from me.
Yeah, I was regurgitating jokes I heard from you assholes.
So
That's the best thing to ever do in a podcast.
I played the most of Infinite because I own it.
I'm gonna regurgitate my lunch.
Let's talk about Infinite for a bit. I'm gonna start
Alright.
off. Can I start off because I'm the boy that pre-ordered it and everything? I'm gonna
Sure.
give like my experience. I pre-ordered the game. I didn't get to play it day one because I was having trouble downloading it at my dad's house because my dad's house is a bit wonky. It's still alright, but the one at my mom's I was able to. So me and Drayven both played it both the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered the $90 edition. So I got like that shit that's coming and all that stuff. So I like the gameplay the most. The dialogue like in game is in like when you in the select
The
screen.
character interactions.
Yeah, character interactions in select screen and
I love it.
And like in game dialogue is great. Story mode dialogue is the worst fucking thing ever, but it's so hilarious.
The story mode's the worst fucking thing ever.
It's absolutely hilarious. and
Tony
it
is the
not
greatest in
funny.
the story mode, bro. You guys.
I
don't
think it's
even
He's
funny.
pretty bad.
Dude,
He's fucking
we
great.
laughed several times. Like the moment where fucking Ryu has his hand tied behind his back, and we didn't know that at first. You thought
Yeah,
so.
I knew it.
Yeah, I know, but like there wasn't anything indicating it besides the fact that like
His
he
hands
didn't-
were behind his back.
Yeah, but I thought that because he's a stoic character, that's a very common.
He
common
would never
pose.
have his hands behind his
I know,
back.
but
They'd
it
always
just-
be by his side
it's just like- it's just like-
crossed.
No, but it's just a thing. Like they never
Yeah.
established it, so you're supposed to assume maybe he doesn't have his hand behind his back, right? So he walks in the area with his hands like behind his back. You don't see anything tied. You don't see because they can't model it.
Also, Monster Hunter's like guiding him like a prisoner.
Yeah, so Monster Hunter and Black Panther are like together as like a team, which is cool. Also, by the way, I think Monster Hunter's Spanish. She has like a like she looks Hispanic, so I'm pretty sure that we have two other race characters besides just Black Panther now. We have two. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm. But she,
I'm actually pretty excited for Monster Hunter.
Yeah, she looks fun. But Ryu just
From all like
walks
the
in.
DLC, she's the only one that's interesting to me right now.
Sigma's gonna be fucking awesome.
I think actually Bucky's gonna be pretty cool. Like I've seen his concept art.
yeah,
and
yeah.
He looks great.
Yeah, I'm excited for.
They already got the
wait.
concept art out.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
it was in the files. It's in the files of the PC version right now.
Yep.
John,
But
go
let's-
bring it.
I'll send you the images. All right, so
We've all seen them.
let's talk about like before we talk about the DLC, let's talk about the base game.
Should we talk about our list after this? Like what we
Maybe.
had hopes for and
Maybe.
never came true.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the
But-
fucking list.
But hold up,
Yeah.
lackluster roster. Lackluster, like there's only 4 colors for every character, and there's only 4 costumes in the game. One for Mega Man, one for on the PC version. I have the PC version. I don't have the I didn't get the PS4 version because I didn't think I wanted to mod it. But from how it looks, I should have gotten the PS4 version because the console stuff has more content. It seems like.
Yeah.
There's a. I hope I get that content. I hope they get that content later on.
Like the
I'm gonna-
homecoming stuff.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a second too. Can I talk about that before we talk about the DLC?
Yeah.
Okay, so lackluster roster, but the reason why I think they're doing that is because I think they're trying to be Marvel vs. Capcom 1. I think they're trying to reboot the series in a way. That's why it's like not called Marvel vs. Capcom 4. It's called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's a lazy excuse, definitely, because like there's games before that had more characters. But I think that they're just trying to reinvent the game. But I still think that they should have had more characters. Like I said, only four costumes on the PC version. One for X, one for Ryu, one for Hulk, and one for Thor. Thor should never have content for him. He's a shitty character in almost anything he's in.
Fuck you.
He has nothing going on for him, to be pretty
He's
honest.
a boring-
Thor is my boy. Don't you guys ever
So
fucking talk shit about him
think
again?
do you think Storm is boring, right? But you don't think
Yeah.
you don't think Thor is boring?
I
I
think they're
think
both
Thor's
pretty
cool.
boring.
Okay.
And like
Yeah.
I said, I've only fucking like Nick said, I only seen Thor.
That's true,
no,
yeah.
I've only seen her in the fucking movies.
Mhm.
Thor's kind of
The-
fun in the fucking movies.
Yeah, I guess there, but lackluster. There's no what do you call it? arcade endings. Which I'm not too big on. I don't care that much.
I would have
like,
loved arcade endings.
I
and I'm really
do
disappointed.
like the idea of like maybe we could have gotten like an MKX style like just like it takes place in the story.
I
but it's
wouldn't have
never
gone
canon.
that far. I would have expected just screenshot and maybe just
Oh
text.
well, no, or they.
I would have expected that at the
what,
most.
What if they didn't? What if they did 3, where it's like they were like it's like one character like the one where like Wolverine walks into a strip bar and Morgan's stripping for him.
I mean that's kind of what I was
pole
like
dancing,
going
I mean.
for.
Yeah, they
Huh?
should have done that. Yeah,
I would have been okay with that.
I meant pole
But anything
dancing and
above
not
would have been surprising. Like it would have shocked me that they
Yeah.
actually
I
went further
just
and
want it to be
beyond.
known that these two individuals talking about the game have some weird fucking fixation on not having story modes in fighting games.
I hate story modes in fighting games. I think
It depends for me. I'm really
Tekken.
picky.
No, Tekken is
Tekken did fucking good.
Yeah, it's a good story.
And people disagree,
But
and I
wouldn't
agree.
have. Yeah, Tekken's a good story, but I don't think it should. I don't think any story should be in any fighting game. I think fighting games don't need a story because fighting games are based.
We shouldn't have invited John to this podcast.
Wait, what's wrong? What'd I do?
Because now you and Drayven are just talking about
Okay,
fighting games.
Okay, sorry. I'm
That's
done.
all I'm really good for in this
I'm-
podcast,
no, I'm
to be
done.
pretty honest.
I'm done after this. I don't like stories in fighting games. I'm willing to accept good ones, but the only good one so far has been Tekken.
All right,
Now-
good cutout.
Wait, do I
His
take it out?
audio got it.
Oh, well, I said I don't like stories
Yeah,
in
and
fighting
then
games.
then Draven's just gonna respond, good cutout, while you fucking finish his point.
Okay, but my audio it picked up in Audible. But what I said is I don't like stories in fighting games, but the only good one I
Speaking of Audible, let me tell you about our sponsor,
Oh, wait, did I
Audible.com,
say Audible?
where you can listen
I
to
know,
free audiobooks.
Yeah, I got that free trial, and I'm listening to Game of
Okay.
Thrones right now, catching up
So
on
all you
Song
need to do
of
is go
Ice
to
and Fire.
audible.com/ecast to get your free trial today.
This is
Yeah, for
fake.
sure. You're
Don't-
totally
don't
making
listen.
it happen. You know,
uh
totally. Go do that.
okay.
Oh fuck, I'm dying.
But I was saying before I cut out that I don't like stories in fighting games whatsoever, but there is a good one, and that's Tekken 7. But there's not any other good fighting game story.
I don't fucking like. I don't know why fighting games can't have stories, John. It's fucking. I think really when you think about it, it's just fucking more for you to enjoy. Cause like
No, it's not.
No,
can't
yeah, it
enjoy it
is.
'cause I
It's
don't
like a fighting
So,
game
you know what-
without a story.
Oh.
To me, it's just a cake without frosting, and a fucking that
Okay.
frosting can be bad, but the
Can we take a
frosting
break?
can also be fucking
What
great.
up? Anyways, Marvel's Capcom Infinite's the PC version needs the costumes that aren't in the game. Apparently, there are costumes. I think what are they? The Spider-Man one, and what else?
And I can't remember. Like,
Isn't it Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel has one apparently.
I think Chun-Li's also, but that's really I think it.
So yeah, those 3 costumes aren't in the PC version.
Okay, guys,
We should move
we
on.
need to Okay, for one thing, we need to move on, but also. We didn't make any transition in between us not talking about the topic and us talking about the topic. Also, there's a reason why I wanted to have a set thing of topics before this is because I have no fucking stakes in what we're talking about.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm done. I'm done after this. PC version needs. Wait, cut back in. PC version needs those 3 costumes that's missing on the console version. The console version has 3 costumes, and I want them on the PC version. Now, continue. Next topic, boy.
Didn't we all have lists, by the way? For
Yeah,
this?
like what's
Yeah,
it? Yeah, we
should-
were gonna go into like how our list for MK versus fuck no not fuck
What the fuck is wrong with
That's
you?
the
dumbass?
MK versus
the wrong
DC.
thing.
I have a list for MK versus DC.
Why would you delete it right now?
Mega Man, Lex Luthor, Riddler.
I want nobody.
Riddler.
Is Riddler in MK versus
No.
DC?
No.
No, he's not.
I wouldn't want anyone.
I want the Riddler in any fighting game.
Yo, Draven, deadass. If they make despite how I feel about Raiden, if they made a fucking MK versus DC 2, I would buy that shit.
They should make a Raiden.
You'd buy it and I'd just look at
They
you.
should make a Raiden versus DC too,
Raiden versus DC.
and it's just Raiden killing every DC character in Injustice.
Oh yeah,
I like
totally.
it.
That's totally the fucking game.
So
Can I say
then
one
Lester
thing?
cry live on
Can I
It's like Deadpool kills everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lester cries live on camera.
I don't cry live on camera. I get angry live on camera. Cause
He gets
deadass.
angry. He gets angry to the extent of tears. Hey Nick, why don't you bring up a topic, bitch? Bitch ass bitch. Nick, bring up. I don't want to. Okay. I don't.
Well,
what
no,
do you think-
you're just list. No, okay, we're gonna actually list off what we wanted for fucking for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite,
Sure,
and
we
how
did. The
that
game
failed
came
to
out.
meet how it failed to meet our expectations.
None of my Marvel characters made it.
I don't care about expectations. The game was still pretty good.
No, it's something to talk about, you dumb piece of shit.
Yeah, you could talk about it, but I don't want to pull up my roster. 'Cause
You
my
just
phone is-
fucking. I believe you were the one who suggested it.
No, I didn't. That was Drayven.
Oh,
Yeah, it was me.
I don't have. I don't
motherfucker.
want. My phone is glitching out. I don't want to pull up my roster right now.
well, alright. One of the characters, like I wanted Raccoon, Rocky Raccoon, but they got that, so like that was cool. But I also wanted like StarLord.
I
Oddly enough,
thought I said that too.
They did have two Guardians, but none of them were Star-Lord, and that was like interesting to me.
Well, technically they have three.
Gamora is probably like right now the best.
Technically
out of
they
the
have
two.
three because
Groot is
yeah,
like a
Groot.
featured character, and
I
like
think-
yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I'm sorry, Nick.
Yeah, so I said we should move on from this because they can't talk about
Nick
it.
has shit to contribute. He has a fucking list.
Okay, I
You might
think
have deleted
I'm
it.
guessing.
I lost my
Yeah,
list.
I'm guessing Star-Lord's gonna be in it like eventually, like as a DLC, because he seems like too good to be true.
Also, my list. Here's my list. I think this is the entire
X-Men
thing.
characters.
It was X-Men characters. I don't remember which ones in particular.
agree.
I do remember that Storm, Wolverine, Magneto, and Doom, who's not an X-Men
Deadpool.
character, were
I
on
know.
there.
Deadpool.
And I know Noid was on there.
Noid? Oh, sweet,
Um,
sweet.
Well, what do you mean
My favorite
Noid?
Marvel
Like fucking Domino's Noid?
Yes, that's that.
Yeah, but it was a Capcom game.
Yeah,
No.
it was.
Shantae's kind of a Capcom game, and I asked for that as a joke.
Shantae's a Capcom game, really?
Her first game on the Game Boy Color was I think
Published?
presented or something.
You know,
yeah.
had I known
Published by
about
Capcom.
had I known about Captain Commander though, I would have added him to my fucking
Captain
list.
Commando, not Commander, you fucking idiot.
I don't give a shit about your Capcom properties.
Captain Commander would sound a lot
No,
cooler.
Captain Commando sounds
No,
awesome.
Captain Commando's
Yeah.
better.
No, Captain Commando.
No, Captain
I,
Commando sounds dorkier, bitch.
No, but Captain
That's the
Commander.
point
it's
of
like
it, it's
a
great.
captain and a commander.
Zangief, Zangief, Q, Rashid, Deadpool. Nah, this isn't my full list. I'm just giving off a few that I remember off my brain.
Yeah, just like give a few.
Any X-Men character: Deadpool, Rashid, Q, Zangief, Balrog, and fucking what do you call it? God damn it! Oh, Darth Vader, and Star-Lord, and then I had it in my brain. Oh yeah, Captain Commando. Captain Commando was very big on my list.
Well, one of the characters I wanted was Tron Bond and whatnot, Charlie Nash, and also Rashid. And I like that I put Chris Redfield down and put Doubt in it.
There's no way he
Like,
wouldn't
I
have
doubt
been in
he was-
it.
I mean, yeah, but I thought they were better than that.
He's a staple now.
I not really.
Okay, guys, we're cutting me out of this podcast because I've had nothing.
Yeah.
To...
Yeah, let's just cut in now and forget all that. All right,
all
boom.
right.
All right. What's up, y'all?
So back in.
Gotcha.
Gonna take
professional
you
next
back
time.
to the past. Play
All right,
the
moving on.
shitty-
Stop, John.
Oh.
All right. So I'm sorry that conversation, everybody, about Marvel vs.
Taking a little
Capcom
while.
Infinite led in all kinds of fucking winding turns.
Because we wanted to move on. I wanted to move on because Nick needs to talk, but now he's gone. He's dead thanks to you.
No, one, it was a part of the list. I was trying to adhere to the list, and I wasn't gonna have a topic, have this like unsatisfactory conversation with you just explaining how you feel about the game. No
Well,
one
you can't really talk
contributed
about it
much
because you
to
don't own the game. God damn it, bitch.
I can talk about the game.
I don't own
I have a
that. I
lot
don't
of
own
feelings
either.
about that
well,
game.
I mean, sorry, not own it. Sorry, you haven't played it. Draven's played it. Nick's played it. You haven't played
I've
it.
watched the story. I've watched the whole story
you've
before
watched
you even
the
played
story
it.
and not the gameplay. Uh-huh.
I don't play Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Yeah, because you're a little...
You know I don't. You fucking elitist
They're
prick.
because they're too hard for you.
They're not hard at
Yeah,
all.
I know they're not. Yeah. I'm just trying to be an asshole.
I know. All right, can we talk about cross tag Bible?
I don't have anything to say about that.
I was gonna say something later.
I
to
haven't
that.
s-
It
I
was
haven't-
just me saying
I
that.
haven't seen anything on it.
I'm
besides
the only
what
one that
you've
really
shown me.
cares.
No, I care about it because I want to play it, but I have not seen anything on it besides what you've shown me, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I've seen less.
I finally saw the buttons for the game, and I got some opinions on that.
Okay, say it right now. Say the buttons, and then
All right.
and then
They're like Persona Arena buttons, but with one more attack button. Yep. I think there's a tag button, so like if you like hold it down, I think do the attack.
That's like a fucking actual. That's like a normal thing. Like a tag game.
Yeah.
Will have a tag button.
Like it's just like a tag button, sort of like. I want to say more so in the way of like Infinite.
Oh, Infinite.
No, for Skullgirls you get to hit like 2 buttons instead of 1.
No, you can press. There's like
That's a macro.
Yeah, you can do macro. I was gonna say
it's
macro.
a shortcut.
Yeah, I was gonna say
for like an actual arcade.
Shortcut,
you have to do 2 buttons. Yeah, it's not a shortcut in Cross Tag Battle or Marvel Infinite.
And it's not in 2 either. In 2, it's I think both.
You gotta hold down the tag.
Yeah,
button.
no, in 2, isn't it like there's? Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, just so you guys know, I have nothing to contribute to this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no! Actually, I want to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, can we talk about that?
This is mainly your territory, you two.
No, you know shit about Star Wars.
He watched it.
Don't tell me you don't fucking know
Draven
shit about Star Wars.
Draven watched it for like
I
3
did,
hours.
but I really for the most part.
But you were saying
like,
things.
It was like, eh.
But you were saying things about it. Yeah, like I want you to
Yeah.
talk about that. Talk about how you respawn now and how you like that over the old one. Talk.
I didn't say anything about. Oh yeah, did I talk about?
Yeah,
that
like you know.
Oh yeah, now it's like a group thing. I thought that was cool. Other than that, eh.
Talk about the new maps, the new characters.
It reminds me so much of the first.
How does it look?
It reminds me of the first Battlefront more than like the first EA Battlefront, and like aside from that, I just like it's just.
Didn't you really like the first Battlefront though?
I mean, like the first EA Battlefront, it was fun, and that's really it.
Well, yeah, that's what a video game should be.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
A fun.
I'm saying this is better than.
But I just didn't really care for the most part.
Yeah, I say this is better than 2. I said the EA was better than 2. Like the first EA, Star Wars Battlefront 1 EA was better than 2. But I think I said that because people were. I wanted to make a video about this, but I might not anymore. That people were nostalgia gog would buy it, and like because they played Battlefront 2, the original, as a kid, and but I think they're equal now. I think Battlefront 2 and EA Battlefront 2 are equal. If not EA Battlefront 1 is not as good. It's still good though in my opinion. EA Battlefront 2 is the best one, I'd say though.
Yeah, I'm not that good at the Battlefront games, so like, the main appeal I had for it was how much Star Wars content do they have in this game? How does it look? How is it presented?
Keep in mind that you've only seen the beta, right? The beta has like 3 maps.
I haven't even seen the beta. I've just seen what they showed off at like the E3.
Yeah, it's like it's in the beta right now. everything that except for like they added like they so what's in the beta right now is a 116 player map. Wait, hold up. Am I there yet? Am I there?
What do you mean? Are you there?
Because I thought it cut out. Hold up. Oh, that's in the beta. All that's in the beta is 16 player map. That's 8v8, and it's the cantina, the Maz cantina from episode 7, where you play as First Order versus Resistance. Then there's Naboo, where you play as Separatists versus Republic. And then there's a galactic battle map where you play like as ships, and that is Rebels versus Imperial. I don't care for the ship combat in any of these games. I prefer ground combat, so I have not played that much of the ship combat. But the ground combat is fucking awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Yo, what's it? I
It's
appreciate
fucking
how this
awesome,
is like.
dude. Sorry.
I appreciate how this is one of the first mainstream Star Wars media since Disney's acquisition of the series to really feature prominently prequels content.
I wouldn't care either way, but I like that you can play as a robot. And also, I wouldn't. Let me say that I'm like a huge Star Wars fan. I think me and Lester might be equal on how much I like Star Wars. I think I know a lot more about like Legend material, and probably more about like the not TV show based material than Lester does. But Lester knows a lot about like Rebels and shit like that. Like that's his forte.
Well, I work like more in the new canon. I know more about the new canon than John does.
I
He knows more
know.
about
Maybe.
I've read all of Darth Vader so far.
Yeah, so
all
have
of the new
I.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, like that's how I told you about how Boba Fett's the one that found out who Skywalker is and told Vader. You know that, right?
I guess I remember this.
Yeah, but you remember Boba Fett ambushes Luke.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he got his ass whooped.
No, he didn't. Actually, Luke was running out of
He
blood.
did.
I have a
He got
screenshot
his-
where Boba was saying, "You are running out of blood," or whatever. I forgot exactly what it says, but Boba says like, "You're running out of blood," or whatever, and Luke's like hiding behind a wall, and Boba's like,
and then
"Out."
Luke knocks him out with a rock.
Okay, but Boba wasn't trying to kill him in the first place. Boba was just trying to find out who he was to tell Vader.
Still got his ass rocked.
So, Boba's still very cool.
Got his ass rocked. I
No.
didn't say he was uncool. You're the one that your inner
No.
demons telling you that he was uncool.
No,
You're
sorry.
the one who decided to get defensive.
I meant Boba was still better than Luke.
Because
I meant Boba was still better.
clearly.
I meant Boba was still
No, he's
better
not.
than Luke. I like
No,
Luke a
he
lot. And also I'm not like one of those people that like think that Boba was cool purely because of armor. Let me tell you my backstory about Boba. I've liked him as a kid because I liked his armor. That's how I began. And then as a teenager, and now because I'm a teenager still, I've started to like his like backstory and like his origin and all that stuff, and not maybe not the origin, no, but everything after the prequels. So like as in like once he's like more grown up and sort of like getting like what it's in the Clone Wars TV show, where he's like becoming a world class bounty hunter, and then he becomes the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. That shit is amazing to me. And back when I was a kid, I used to like read the comics on that, and like I even read books. I have 2 of the books next to me about Boba Fett before like he appeared in Episode 5. As a kid, so as a teenager. And I'm still a teenager, and I think that Boba's cool based on his design and also his character, like how he's like a grizzled like bounty hunter who's very resourceful and smart, and is quick to think, like is able to come up with a conclusion very quickly, opposed to like thinking it out. You know what I mean? Keep in mind,
Right.
in Episode 5, he's the reason why Han he tracked down the Millennium Falcon. He's the one that followed them. In the comics, he's the one that found out who Luke Skywalker was. Like he's the one who found out who blew up the Death Star to tell Vader, so that Vader knew that the person who blew up the Death Star was his son.
Granted, when you look at his whole like search, like he just works off of the lead that Darth Vader gave him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
On like where
But
the
that's-
hell he is,
yeah,
where
but
the hell
that's-
he's from.
that's sweet. That's really cool.
And like so, basically, any competent bounty hunter could have done what the hell he just did.
I don't think so, because Cad Bane couldn't have, because he's dead.
No, you see, Cad Bane would have fucking done
Nope.
it because he's the
He
fucking
can't, because
coolest.
he's dead. Boba killed him.
Bitch, I swear to God. So yeah, vote in the comments below, guys. Who's
Oh, yeah,
better,
guys,
Cad
come on.
Bane or
Hey.
Boba Fett?
Comment in the comments, guys. Comment. This is only gonna have like 3 views, and it's gonna be like me and Drayven.
No, the other podcast got 45, so I'm expecting a similar number.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, like should give us attention and vote in the comments. I don't like asking people to vote. You do what you
Well, I
do.
don't-
You do what you do.
I don't care if you don't like it. It's a
Yeah.
fucking joke for the most part.
Okay, cool. But
The fact that you couldn't pick that up is questionable.
I know I picked it up kind of. Like I just didn't. Fuck! Why am I on stocks? My phone is I had dropped my phone, and it's glitching out really bad.
So I think I found. I think I mentally came to what the title of this episode is gonna be, but I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep
Boba
that
versus
surprise
Bane.
until the video
Comment
comes
down
out.
below.
No. It's something else. It's a little bit more general to the entire course.
John
of
is a
this.
piece of shit. John is a piece of
no.
shit. Can I see?
John, stop guessing.
I want
Stop
it. It's
guessing.
a guessing
You're
game.
You're not.
Guess
you're
the
not gonna
topic.
get it.
I get it.
At any rate, what's it?
Wait, hold on. Let's
Boba's cool. He's just not the coolest.
Yep.
And I'm never gonna say he is.
I understand that you'll say that.
Oh yeah, but going back to Star Wars Battlefront, because we just started talking about Star Wars in general.
Hey, that's
So-
all right. I'd say.
From what we were talking about Star Wars Battlefront. What are all the heroes that are available right now? Because I don't
Rey,
remember you listing
Han,
them.
Boba, Darth Maul. Rey has an alternate costume that if you pre-order the game, you can play as her in her Episode 8 version. This is only the beta. We know for sure that there's gonna be Yoda, Luke, and what's his face? What's his name? What's the what's the
Mm.
the
You need to give me some hints, boy.
the hilted lightsaber, the cross hilt lightsaber.
Crosshilt? Oh, Kylo Ren.
Yeah, Kylo Ren. So we know.
How did you forget Kylo Ren?
I don't know either. I don't know why either. I like Kylo Ren. No, but we know for sure that that Yoda, Luke, and Kylo Ren are based in the trailers. You can assume that anyone who was in the original Battlefront Run 1 most likely be in this one. You can definitely assume Darth Vader is going to be in it. Darth Vader has like 100%. So who's in Battlefront 1 that hasn't been in the trailers yet? As an EA Battlefront 1. So whoever's in EA Battlefront 1, I'm assuming will be in this game, and that is Chewie, Lando. Lando's awesome. Vader, Palpatine, Leia, Luke. But Luke, you've seen the trailer. Dengar. What's the name of the reptilian?
Bosk.
Bosk. And
I thought you would remember that for sure.
And Greedo. Yeah, I like Bosk too, but there's a lot of names that I forget a lot of times. And Greedo.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that
I'm sure they're going to be in it.
Obi-Wan
and
Mace Windu get in this game.
Sorry, Jyn Erso and Director Krennic are also in it. I forgot about them because they're recent. I want Mace Windu. Mace Windu seemed like a most likely option.
And they get my boy Samuel L. Jackson to come back, voice him.
They
might. And then they add all this passion to.
That would make a lot of sense.
They gotta add that passion though to his voice. Make sure that all the people, because I do get what people say when they complain about like the delivery of like lines from characters, especially from Samuel L. Jackson of all people, because he knows how to bring it up in a scene.
Yeah, but he was not good in the prequels, as in like delivery wise. He was like,
he was like too chill.
Lester likes the prequels. I don't care for them whatsoever. I think 1 and 2 are awful. 3 is not good, but not awful. Yeah, so that's just how you guys know that he likes. You like a lot of the prequel, right? But you like it based on material more than you like it based on how bad the movies are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like them more on what they present to the Star Wars universe, the elements that they have in them, than them as movies now. I liked them a lot more before I met these guys, but they have tempered my affection toward it a little bit.
Midichlorians suck.
I see its issues.
Midichlorians suck.
Clone Wars though is one of the best Star Wars things in my opinion, and it was born from the prequels. So prequels will always get my love for that.
Let's cut back. Let me say midichlorians suck, and and the new idea of lightsabers I do not like. How like they have that color. I like because how it used to be was the stone would be a certain color and keep that color. Now it's stupid. It's like, oh, the stone changes color based on whatever. Fuck you.
No, I think that's fucking cool.
I think
that makes the lightsaber more of the Jedi's weapon and more of the Sith's weapon.
I don't like how I miss the fake crystals of the clone that the Sith would make. I love that so much. How they made like better crystals because they artificially made them.
The issue of the Darth Vader comic that came out this year, where Darth Vader goes to Mustafar and he has that fucking vision, is like one of the best issues of all the Darth Vader comics that came out since Disney acquired the license. I swear to you.
I like the deal with Jabba. That was like one of my favorites.
It was all right, but like the deal with Jabba was just like a little bit of that.
Yeah.
We all knew Jabba was a punk bitch.
I like
Jabba. We all knew that.
I don't care for Jabba, but I like everyone that's with Jabba, basically, like all the bounty hunters.
I like all the Twilight girls.
Let me say as well. I gotta stop saying "let me say," and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, the only thing I like out of this whole idea is that how I think that the color of the lightsaber for the light side is in like how it can go from like blue to green to all that stuff. I think that's a cool idea. Where like maybe the color changes depending on how skilled you are, but I don't.
Wait, so that's how that works?
I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. We don't know for sure, but I think that it can be very convoluted on how they might present it, because it'll be like, oh, if you happen to do this and this and this, you get a purple lightsaber, but if you do this and this and this, you get a yellow one. Like, fuck off. Just make it, it's different crystals.
I feel like that's kind of.
Because no, think about this. Think about the idea that Samuel Jackson found like Mace Windu found a special rare crystal and he got to use it. Think about that. That's the cool thing. Not a cool thing is that the color bleeded purple because he made it. I don't like that.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, one. It only bleeds for Sith. I believe
No, it says it bleeds in the context as in it doesn't, it sheds it bleeds, but I'm saying bleeds in the color bleeds through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. The thing is, I believe that if Mace started with a blue or a green lightsaber and it became purple, then that might suggest something that I always thought when I was a kid, but I was all but most of the community was like, nah, but I was feeling Mace Windu might be even more powerful than fucking Yoda. That's fucking dope ass shit. And so I was thinking he must be really special amongst the Jedi if he's the only motherfucker with a purple lightsaber. And if he's the only motherfucker with a purple lightsaber, it's cooler to me for that he earned it rather than he just happened upon it in chance.
Wait, what else?
That he was just a little boy. That he was a little boy in a cave.
Oh, you're not back. You're leaving. Oh, okay. Love you. Cut back in.
Too.
Boy in the cave where he just found a purple lightsaber and he was a cool kid who had a purple lightsaber.
Yeah, so as a kid I thought that it was, and I like this idea, that, well, I mean, I didn't think this as a kid, but I inferred it later on as a teenager, that that he sort of found this lightsaber, when he was going crystal hunting, some sort of chemical thing made the crystal purple, and he found this special crystal somewhere deep in, and he's he asked his Jedi Master if he can use this one. Yeah, sure, that one's really cool. You know what I mean? That's how I like it. How it's a cool little a crystal that goes special. Yeah. It's special because of it being a crystal instead of it's based on your power level.
I don't know. I guess the fact that you could have it works. If it's special because of this crystal special, crystal's crest special, and it stands metaphorically for how special the user is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
but if it's literally a representation of how cool or special the user is, I'm cool with that too.
I think it's very blatant. I think they should have kept that back at. Also, I want to say too. I don't I don't care for lightsabers. I think the Jedi are the weakest part of Star Wars. And the cooler,
fuck you too, buddy.
The cooler parts are typically characters dealing with being a Jedi, or characters themselves, or the scum parts where it's people just shooting up the place. I prefer that over not exactly that, but I don't care for the Jedi as much as I care for other aspects of Star Wars. The Jedi are the least interesting part of Star Wars in my opinion. I prefer bounty hunters or different kinds of Star Wars characters.
That's interesting. It's literally the exact opposite for me. Most interesting part of Star Wars is the Jedi to me.
Like I said, sure. Cut this.
Hey, I'm gonna go and jump out of this podcast now.
Alright.
Should we end it?
Yo, so this is when our boy SuperDragun falls off the fucking face of the earth.
Where you going?
Alright. I'm gonna go shopping.
Are you
gonna
come
back? Should be. I'm pretty sure this would be wrapped up by the time we get
back.
I think we should. Yeah. It takes
I think we should end the podcast after this. After a little bit of this luster, continue this when Drayven and they come back. Make a new one.
All right.
Yeah, that's what Nick said. Nick said we should record another one when he comes back.
Oh, a second one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, but I'll try.
This is a really wonky one. I'm sorry to everyone listening. Now it's just me and Lester. Cut back in. Hey guys, I'm sorry. Drayven's left. It's just me and Lester now. This is gonna be very end shorting. It's gonna end short. We're gonna make another episode later on, maybe today, most likely. But
so today being a timeless today.
You guys
don't know when.
Yeah. I like
totally not the 7th of October.
I like Jedi to a degree. I just think that there's only a few Jedi I care for, like Luke, Plo Koon, Ahsoka, Windu, to a degree, because he's barely a character from when he's presented, but whenever he is like presented well, like in the Clone Wars or that, he's good. But typically he's just like a stoic dude. I don't care that much. Yoda I like in the original trilogy. In the prequels, I don't care whatsoever about him. In the original trilogy, I like how he never had a lightsaber. I wish he never had a lightsaber.
I feel
It kind of
like,
devalues him as a character. Like sort of like he never had a light.
Oh, so you're one of those guys.
Yeah, he was like never the confrontational part of it. What they turned the Jedi into a set thing. That's what the old canon did at least. They turned the Jedi into a set thing that the Jedi were like strictly this. And I did not like that. I liked how it was in the original trilogy. By the way, I was born after the prequels were. I mean, I was born when the prequels were coming out. So like the canon was already fucked up for me. But I'm imagining back when it was like, all we had was like the set of the movies and then like the material after the movies around it. I like the idea that like there were Jedi that weren't strictly confrontational. That they're like Jedi was just a name of people that wielded the Force and not like a union. In the new canon, I like that they're making Jedi a faction of Force users as well as many other different Force users. But I wish that Yoda didn't count as okay. So I think what they're doing, because like how Yoda finds out about like these different Force users later on, like in the comics, he found out about that, right?
Yeah.
You know about that, right? The rock throwers or whatever.
Yeah. The Star Wars comic where he meets a bunch of fucking children.
Yeah, and they're not Jedi. They're just different Force users. I think that's what happens in Episode 5 when you see Yoda. He's no longer a Jedi. He's a different kind of Force user. You know what I mean? He separated himself from the Jedi.
No, but he's explicitly saying when he dies, after I die, last Jedi, you will be.
Yeah, that's true.
So he identifies.
Yeah, that's true. But but I'm trying to say like I think he wields the ideals of a different kind of like Force user. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying that I don't think that he's.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you, but I feel like he was like all Jedi ideals all the way. That was probably one of that was the thing that was like the problem with him and Luke and him and Obi-Wan was that they held on to these like Jedi ideals that truth can be this if like it is this.
Yeah, I also like the idea of a Shadow
Luke was just like. Luke was like, "Let me be fucking emotional, bitch."
Yeah, I do like the idea of like the remnants of an old ideal. But I like how we're getting rid of the Jedi. I'm very happy about that. Fuck off, Jedi.
You see, now you're just proving you're racist.
No, I'm not. I like.
Yeah, you are.
Jedi can be cool. I like Plo Koon. I like Luke.
But you wanted the Jedi to be dead. You were cool with that. It's like if you say, "Oh, I like these black guys," but
No, it's not.
Cool.
No, it's not.
It's explicitly that. Midichlorians made it so that you were genetically.
Yeah, I know. That's another issue. I wish that Force could have been like not inherited, but more like. I guess it was always like that, but midichlorians suck dick.
Like they explained why some people weren't fucking Jedi.
Yeah, but they made it stupid. I like that they're getting rid of the Jedi. I also like seeing everyone react about it, getting pissed off, like oh no, like everyone whenever there's like this like even official Star Wars material, there's like personalities in there. Like they do like the daily Star Wars shit, and I watched like one episode of them, and like, oh, the new trailer came out, and I'm so sad that they're ending the Jedi. Like, fuck off. Don't like. I'm 100% happy, 100% happy that they're getting rid of the Jedi, and I'm happy that they're coming up with a new idea that sort of like there's like different factions of Force users, and that Jedi and Sith are not like purely that. Perfect.
No, but that's the thing. It's. For the new movie, they're not really doing that. We're still gonna have Jedi and Sith. That's kind of what's still going on here.
Well, no, we're gonna have light and dark.
Even if
we're not gonna have Jedi and Sith.
Even if that's basically the same goddamn thing. Well, like you saying, nah, isn't like no, it's the same goddamn thing.
No, because Ben Solo. What's his name? Kylo Ren.
Ben Solo, Kylo Ren.
Yeah. He is what do you call it? Fuck, what's his name?
One of the Knights of
Ren. Yeah, he's not a Sith.
Like he's not a Sith in name, but in all aspects of character.
Yeah, but that's like pretty much every Force user. Like there's not in name, and but also ideals.
If it's
also ideals. Like the Jedi ideals are stupid. All right.
like parts of them are, yeah.
Well, also I guess it's meant
not
to be
all
like
of it.
canon too. But no, I don't
not
care.
all of it's stupid.
I don't care a lot for the Jedi stoic bastards.
Stoic bastards.
That's what they are. They're stoic bastards. They're like, oh, I don't like conflict.
I don't like what?
Conflict.
Yeah, the fuck wrong with not liking
If I
conflict?
must fight, I guess I should. The most boring character in Street Fighter is Dhalsim, okay? And he's exactly like that.
Okay, just because you don't like the pacifists doesn't fucking mean that the Jedi aren't good for being pacifists.
I like hunting. I like hunting down people and getting bounties and doing what you want in this. No, not. I'm not an anarchist. That's the thing. I don't want. I like how the bounty hunters are sort of like against the law, but they have like their own like sort of like civilization type of thing. Like in the Clone Wars, you tell like bounty hunters have like this like code of honor, like John Wick.
Well, no, that depends on the bounty hunter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you know, the thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is like about the fucking Jedi. That's why like you can really relate to like Jedi like Anakin or Luke because they still appreciate the adventure. They still enjoy that aspect of their lives. And like we're meant to see that like the Jedi way is flawed, but some of the core aspects that you're derailing against are not the flawed parts.
Okay, sorry. I'm not against conflict. I'm not for conflict in real life. Real life, I do not like conflict whatsoever. In a story where it's about space war, I don't like I don't like a group of people that are like, oh, I am not fond of conflict. You know what I mean? In a fictional property where it is okay, but no, this is purely. I still like the idea that they exist. I like the idea that pacifists exist in the universe. It fleshes out the universe for sure. You know what I mean? Dawson is neat because he's like a pacifist within this universe. Also, he has some cool aspects besides that. Like there are aspects of like I said, the idea that pacifists exist in this universe fleshes out the universe and makes it more robust and stuff like that. I just don't like the idea. Like I don't know. I just don't like their ideals in canon. Like if I existed in their canon, I would be like, yeah, fuck the Jedi, get rid of them. You know what I mean? Like I.
But no, like they only got rid of the Jedi because they were fucking falsely accused of crimes they did not commit. Anyone else was like saying, well, the Jedi are just fucking bad because of their connection to the government that they fucking support. The government was the problem, not really the Jedi. If anything, the Jedi's main crime that in canon everyone was like fuck you for was like
Palpatine.
Their interference with like local affairs and the acquisition of Force sensitive children. That was the main moral conflicts with like Jedi with the main people besides when it referred to Republic matters.
But what I'm saying though is that in a fictional universe, I prefer to side with the characters that are like in a fictional universe based in a universe where it's called Star Wars, where the war is a big part of the name. I prefer characters. I will side with characters more that are not like peace loving hippies over like I said in real life. No conflict, I prefer. I don't want I don't like that type of shit. I think conflict based on ideals is silly.
That's the thing. You describe like if like Jedi were just fucking motionless motherfuckers who didn't do anything. Like it's weird that you prefer Yoda to be what he was in the like how you imagined the original trilogy to set him up. Someone who didn't fuck with conflict, some dude that was just chill.
Yeah.
Like and then you're derailing the entire order for kind of being that way in mindset. But in action, they're the go-getters. They're gonna fucking be the action hero of the story.
Okay, no, I'm meaning like the stoic peace-loving assholes. Like fucking like I don't fucking have emotion. Yoda has a clear emotion in episode 5 and 6. But also, what I mean by like Yoda's a cool character by himself. And there's a whole order of dumbasses who think that peace is the only option in a fictional universe. Like okay, I want to make sure that people understand. Conflict is not good, in my opinion, in real life. I like that there are characters in fictional universes that are pacifists as well. I think that it fleshes out the universe. I think it makes it more robust. I welcome the idea of them, but I am typically going to side against them in the terms of that character. Like in the fictional universe, I will side with a character that will be more like on like in like the war aspect of a Star Wars over the I'm going to like sit and meditate about on this and think about it in a bit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, and I'm
And
gonna
I like
say
Yoda.
this so everyone understands
Yeah,
my
yeah.
viewpoint. I, in context of real life, completely support the conflict. What's it? It allows us to grow
Well, no,
as
I
people.
know. Can I say?
I don't support conflicts I don't support certain kind of conflicts, but I support the idea, the concept
I
of
like
it.
conflict in argument case. I like people. Verbal conflict is perfectly fine. Oh, okay. Physical violence, I'm not okay with in real life. I don't like physical based conflict whatsoever. Really. I know it's sort of like unavoidable. I get that, and I'll probably take part in it eventually. I'll probably have like a fight with someone. I guarantee it. Like if I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time, I'm not gonna win the fight. I'm sure, but I bet someone I'll have to be involved in a fight eventually. But on a functionality sense, I think that physical conflict is not okay, and that verbal conflict is 100% welcome. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, dude, you don't need to ask me if I know what you're saying. I'm following
Yeah.
along. Don't worry about
Uh,
it.
then there's so yeah, like Yoda is cool by himself as like a peaceful-ish hermit, right? With the whole
Yeah.
if there's like 20 Yodas in a building all making decisions for a government about war, fuck you. Also, that I don't want that many of them. Like I said, the Jedi should end because the Jedi themselves are peace-loving dumbasses. But but one or two peace-loving dumbasses, 100% cool. You know what I mean? They're cool characters. Uh, Yoda's cool after episode 3. Well, in episode 5. Uh, he's a cool dude because he's separate from the Jedi Order. There's no longer millions of peace-loving assholes roaming around. There's one. Uh, it's not a republic based on peace-loving assholes. You get what I'm saying now?
I
Yeah,
never,
I
at
know.
no point did I, yeah.
It's my OCD, autism, whatever. It's that problem I have.
It's cool. It's cool, mate. It's cool, mate. You don't need it. You don't need me tell. You don't need me run me
Should
through it
we
again.
end this shit
I
show?
got you. Not inherently. I got one
All right.
last thing before we end this. So yeah. Completely disagree with this man on the notions. Jedi, the Jedi Order, one of my favorite aspects. One of the things that makes me like the prequels possibly the most because the presence of the Jedi as in comparison to other parts. So everything before the original trilogy is a more interesting time period for me.
Oh,
That and the reoccurrence of the Jedi and the old legends when Cade Skywalker was
hey,
looking around.
we know what we should have done.
So
I'm sorry for cutting you
what?
off. We should put this in the beginning of the podcast. This thing. What I'm going to say right now. I have Tourette's, so I will make sudden noises in the podcast that you'll hear unless we bleep them out or like I get silence unless I get silence or some of that for like a few seconds while I'm doing it. But I have Tourette's. Put this in the beginning of the podcast so people know that I have Tourette's. I have a thing that makes me do random noises. It's a certain type of noise. You'll probably hear it, but I have Tourette's. Anyways, go continue.
All right.
I'm sorry, everyone that's edited. I'm
so
sorry,
yeah.
Drayven and Nick and me that are going to be editing this.
No, like okay. So in conclusion, we have a lot of opinions about Star Wars, and granted, a lot of us have left at this point. Two of us have abandoned ship. So I believe it is a good time for us to end the podcast.
I said that.
I hope all of you guys
I was the
have
one
a
who said
good
we should.
what. I, John, we all fucking know what you contributed to the decision here. I'm just saying. I'm saying that now, since I got my point out, that we can end it. That's
I
cool.
apologize for me being in the podcast, both Lester and everyone listening. Hey Lester, I'm sorry for interrupting you ever. I'm sorry for any interruption I do. I'm trying to stop that. Also,
it's cool, man.
call 311-412 hi for a free subscription to Audible. The end.
Anyway, I hope everyone who decided to sit through however long this podcast
Maybe like 30
is,
minutes or so.
and yeah, whoever decided to sit through all of this, you have won my undying respect, and I hope you guys have a great
I'll
day,
suck fuck you.
morning, night, whatever. And also, my boy Mega Man John says,
No,
fuck
I said
you.
I'll suck fuck you. I said
Yes.
I'll suck fuck you.
I'll suck fuck you. He'll say he'll suck.
I
fuck you.
won't. I won't
Okay, the
though.
podcast has
Sex
been-
is gross.